Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Good morning. Today I'm indoor here. It's very cold outside, and so this video I'm going to be done indoors. And today's video I'm going to change my air filter to kill an air filter, and the reason I'm doing that is for cost benefit, so I don't have to buy a new filter every time I need to change that. Also, they say it improves the mileage, gas mileage on the bike, and so if I gain that as well, it's a pro. I don't think it does improve performance, and you don't gain much power in the bike only by changing the filter itself. As far as I can see, most people are saying that you have to also change the exhausting system. But maybe in the future I'll be doing that as well, so changing the filter now would be a good idea as well. So let's see how hard it is to do that, and so stay with me. Alright everybody, welcome back. So my name is Adriana, this is 44 Degrees Motorbike Adventure, and this channel I upload contents of trips that I do, and also I upload contents of review of all the accessories that I use on my bike and the things that I purchase myself, and also I do videos on maintenance on the bike. So in this video it's going to be a maintenance video, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys, as I say, to change the kill and then filter. So let's see how hard it is to do that. Well, the first thing that you need to do is remove the seat, and that's what I've done at the moment. Very straightforward to remove the seat, and what we need to do is we need to remove this left and right cowl, that's what they call. And you have also to remove this guy here first, right? And then we have to open up this bolt to actually be able to lift the tank up. Then we need to prop the tank up somehow. On the manual they recommend you to lock the wheel and prop the tank in here, but because I have all these accessories here, I have like the tom holder here, and I have like a few things here, so I don't think I'll be able to do that, but we see. I got some planks of wood there, so if that doesn't work I might use the planks of wood. But the first thing we need to do is remove these guys. Now what's the manual says that there's a clip here that clips to the tank, right? Sorry, first thing we need to do is remove these guys. This is very simple. It's just like plastic screws, and you actually remove them and they'll come off, and we see that in a minute how it's done. Then we have to remove the left and the right cowl. As I say, there's a clip in the tank. Also there's a screw underneath here, I'll show you in a minute. And I'll need to get my flashlight as well so you can see. And then there is a clip down below here, and there's a screw here. So you need to be careful when you take this off, especially here, because there's a clip here that goes into the tank, right? So and then we lift the tank. Now the KLM filter is this one. I believe it came already looped, but I also got the loop things are inside here. The manual says that it's kind of straightforward. You just basically remove the old filter, and then you unclip and remove the hose, the water drain hose from the airbox. And there's a plug that they send you, just this one, and then you put that in the airbox to plug the air hole, which is like that. So basically what you do is you have to remove the filter, which is that one, remove the hose, and then remove the hose altogether from the air filter and plug it in. So it should be straightforward, so hopefully we can do that quick enough. Okay, so let's start removing this side here, and then I'll have to move the bike a bit to remove the other side. So let's do it. Okay, so first thing we do is remove this. So, remove this part here. As I said, there's only 2 screws here on the top. It needs to be removed, and I'm gonna put my flashlight headlights on. I can show you that. Right, so just gonna show you the screws. So basically, these are the screws that we're talking about. Here there's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that need to be removed, and then we'll be able to remove. Start with the perfect. Yeah. So basically you unscrew it and they'll pop, and then you just pull them out, right? So keep them there. And then that should come off. There you go. That's out. Okay. We put the screws back in. We don't lose them. Side by side. Okay. Now, menu. Super the menu here. Just to remove the front cowl. That's called the inner center cowl. Now this is the front side. So we're going to remove the bolts first. There's one here. And that will be there's a screw and a washer. Right. Show you something. This is one of the things that you need to watch out, because there is a clip that goes in here that needs to be released. You need to be careful not to damage the tab that's inside here. So just be careful with that. That's the trickiest part, to get that thing out of there. now is take the screw that's underneath here, and the screw is just, there's two screws here. Okay, flip back like this a little bit. Okay. Should be able to slide it out like that. So that will come off like this. The slit that connects is here. You can see that. It's a hole here, and that connects to this part here. So you need to be careful not to break this. Okay, so that's very important. Okay, the screw that you take connection effect. It goes. That's the screw from the bottom, right? And the one from the top is for the one. It's here. The second one, right? You don't need to take this one out. Okay, just this one, because this one connects to here. Okay, so that's one out. So we're going to set aside here. So now I have removed the bike a little bit inside here, so we can do the same with this side. Process is the same thing. Take the screw out here, the one underneath there, and clip these guys here and take this out. So pretty much the same thing. Correction here, guys, just to make sure there's two screws here, as I said. One was on the top and one was on the bottom. What you need to do, the one on the top is this one here. That's the one that you need to take it off, not the bottom one. Sorry about that. Is the one from the top. If you're in doubt, just take both of them out, and then you see. Fell in there, too. This thing is very useful if you drop a screw, which I just did inside here. Okay, so the both left and right cowl gets removed, and what I need to do now is find the screw first of all that got lost somewhere in there. I don't know where it got lost, but I'll find it in a few minutes. And also then I need to remove the tank. The tank is removed by just untighten this bolt here and lifting the screw. take this clip off and lifting the tank. I'll show you in a minute. So right, so took the screw off now, so I slide the tank down to here. Now we'll be able to slide the tank is slid down, so we will be able to lift the tank. I got this piece of wood so I can prop the tank up better, so we can take the filter out. So let's just move this tripod to here. And that should allow me. There you go. That will allow us to see better. Yeah, tweak it down. Thing is, probably we have to do like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a bit 7 screws. I'm gonna move this away, this side, so you can see. Don't know if we can. Second there. There is a the airbox stays here, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. 1, 2, 8 screws. So we should be able to take the 8 screws out, take the tank out. So let's try to do that. Now, I recommend you, if you are doing this, to do your spark plugs at the same time. The reason is that you need to remove in order to access your spark plugs, especially I think on the other side. I have done my spark plugs like recently, so I don't need to do that. But if you are doing this and you unsure, remove your spark plugs and replace them. Otherwise you doing all this job again and again. There's a screw right in the middle. And that would be out. Okay, that's the air filter out. And that's the old air filter in there. So just pull it out like this. Just make sure that nothing, no shite goes inside here. The water inside. as well. A bit dirty, alright. Yeah, that's need for a call for change anyway. Okay. Filter out. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to get a vacuum cleaner. And I'm gonna vacuum here. I'm gonna put the camera down so you guys can see better. Inside there, just to vacuum this a little bit. It's not much it does there, to be honest with you. So a little bit on the side here. Yeah, so just get the vacuum cleaner in there. Well, as you can see, the remove of the filter is quite simple. You have like 9 screws to remove, and then it's fine. But the only thing is to access the box is the problem. You have to remove all this stuff beforehand. So anyway, so let's get a cup of coffee now, take a little bit break, and then we come back and we install the new filter. There's a hose that needs to be removed as well, and we'll go back to that in a sec. Okay, so show is this. There's this hose here. I'll flip the other side, it's probably easier. There's this hose there. This one here. Right here. That needs to be come out. There's a clip all the way in the end there, see? To pop it out. This is the box. There's a few holes connected to the box here, I think. I'm not sure. I can either open up the box here and remove, but I'm afraid that there will be other connections underneath. Or I try to get the hose out. And that hose goes underneath somewhere here, so I have to remove this out, this panel out too. So let me get a plier. Let's see if we can do it here. No, I think the best option is to put the box. Okay, so I was able to get it out from the box there. Come on, focus. Without removing the box, because there is all these connections in the box here and I don't want to take it out. So I'm gonna keep it a little clean here. It's full of dirt in there. Alright, so now I need to remove these holes altogether, but I need to find out where is it going, so I need to remove this panel here. So let me do that. Okay, so hose is just right here. Can feel it. What I'm gonna do, it says to actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave the hose here. The hose is unclipped, right? And what I'm gonna do is pop it down a bit. That's the end of it there. On the back here is it's right here. Okay. So what I am going to do is put the plug in there. Put the filter first. Put the plug in there, and I'll leave the hose in there, just in case if I decide like later on like this is not working for me, the hose is in place, rather than removing and have to put it through. Right, so I got the filter down here, I got the cleaner and the oil. It looks to me that it came oiled, but I'm not sure. I'm going to apply a little bit more. Remove that thing. While that waits, I'm going to put the plug. That's the plug there. I'm going to put the plug into the bike now. Don't want this thing to fall in there now. Alright everybody, I actually couldn't get the plug in that came with the cable in. It's quite small, really small, and I think in order to do that you would have to take off the whole housing here for the air cleaner, and that will be involving taking all these pipes out and which is here, and disconnecting everything else and make sure, like, so that would be quite a lot of work. So anyway, the thing that came in was very small, really small. Don't know how we will be able to fit that there. But what I did was I instead blocked the hole with the hose, and I blocked, I put some
um, electrical tape to cover the pipe, the hole, and then I put the pipe over, and then I seal it. This should hopefully that should do the job. Does it? If it doesn't, then it involves taking this whole thing out. I believe that will be fine because I put a rubber as well over the hole for the drain the water, which is here. Right, it's right here. And then I put the tape, and then I put the pipe, and the pipe is fine. So that should close that thing there. That's the only thing that the plug would do anyway. So it's just close the hole. So I'm going to put the cover back in of the air box. The air filter is there in place already, and from there on you just start putting stuff back together. So everybody, the tank is put back in place. The filter, it's in there, cover is on, the tank is in place. The other side I've already put to the cow. This is one I'm putting on, but I just want to show you one thing here before I go ahead. The way you do is basically this. There's this clip there, right? What you do in this part here, I don't know if you'll be able to see. You go underneath it, right? I'm doing it with one hand, and then you go in like that, right? So now you'll be able to set in place. Don't try to put like this, or don't try to put like that, like this. You won't go like that. Don't try to put like this, you won't go in. So you have to go like that, underneath, and push it like that. Okay, so something fell there. Right. Also another piece of advice. Inside of this, right here, there is this, and it goes in here. Make sure when you take it out, you don't drop this inside the engine, or you lose that somehow. Make sure that when you put it back, you know that that's in place, because that's the place where it's going to tighten. Okay, so the cowl is installed, both of them. I finally found the screw that was lost. It was inside of the plastic in here, which was great. Now I'm going to actually put the bash plate back, tied up the loose ends. There's a few things that I need to have. The crash bar, for example, needs to be fixed now, put back in place. Crash bar is not part of this job, but for me it is, because I need to loosen them up so I can take the cow out. And let me just finish it off this then. Put the seat back. That's it, and that's all we have to do. And then clean up a little bit. It's full of marks now, so we'll see how it goes. Put the center cowl back, which is this part here, and it goes with these screws. So the way you put this back is, you can see the screw here, it pops out, right? So you take this out like that, see, and you insert that part here, and then you put back the screw. That's how you do it. Alright everybody, so that it's finished. Everything is in place again. The crash bar is in place, bash plate is in place. So this is it. This is actually how you do, how am I changing my filter. Hopefully it'll be a great improvement. See how it goes from here, and I'll post a video, let you guys know how what's the difference, if there was any difference in the bike or not, and gas mileage wise as well, if there is anything that improvement on that area. Alright, so thanks very much for watching, and see you guys next time.